Hey everyone, it's Amber with AmberMarieandCompany, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am going to show you today how to make a really cute lighted jack-o'-lantern arrangement, and you can use this indoors or out. So hang out with me for a few minutes. Let's make something really fun and cute together. Don't forget to leave me a comment, hit that subscribe, because we have all kinds of fun videos that are going to be coming out for Halloween and Christmas, and I don't want you to miss a single one of them. So hit that subscribe button right now and let's get going. Let's make something fun, festive, and spooky. All right, so I have all of the ingredients I hope that we need for this pumpkin. I have not made this particular arrangement before, but I've made lots of these arrangements in one way or another. So hopefully I have everything I need right here. We're going to start with this little jack-o'-lantern base. We're going to use some of this great stuff, which is a great craft project to use, and I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to apply this on to our pumpkin. That is going to make the base. I've got some great little fall spooky garlands. I have 3 of these chenille candy corn picks. I have some candy corn ribbon, and then I have some other really great black and white picks, all from Amber Marie and Company, and we're going to make something really fun, spooky, and festive right here. I also have some of these great little black glitter spiders that are going to really look cute too. So grab all of the fun things that you think you might need. All of these items are also available at AmberMarieandCompany.com. You can get this at Lowe's or Walmart or any hardware store. So this is a great product to use. We use it in a lot of different crafting projects because it's really easy to get creative, it's inexpensive, and it's called great stuff because it's great stuff. All right, so grab all the stuff that you need, get some scissors, get some zip ties, get your hot glue pot going. I've got mine already warmed up, and we're going to go through all of the steps here on how to make a really cute jack-o'-lantern arrangement. So let's get going. So we're going to turn this jack-o'-lantern right here into a really easy to use jack-o'-lantern. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to take our can of great stuff. Now I've already done this step because for time's sake, you're going to take great stuff, you're going to shake up your can really good, and you're going to literally apply it just like this all the way around until you have this nice gloopy glob right here of great stuff, which is virtually like styrofoam mixture on top of your jack-o'-lantern. So as you can see, I just went and I just covered all the way up the stem of the jack-o'-lantern. And remember, the stuff expands, okay? So just squirt it around and then watch it expand. I let mine dry overnight for sure, so that I make sure that it is nice and sturdy on my pumpkin. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put that pumpkin to the side for just a second, and let's focus on making a really cute bow, all right? So the very first thing I want to do is make a really cute bow. I have this candy corn ribbon, which I love. I've got this cute little black and white stripe. And then I also have just a really small remnant here of this little polka dot ribbon that I have left from a previous project. So I'm thinking maybe I might use this in there as well, because why not? I like to use everything I have, right? Okay, so I'm going to start by making my bow, and if you guys have followed along on any of our other projects, you'll see there's a particular bow style I like to make a lot, and it is called my funky bow. All right, so I'm going to start by making a funky bow base, and I'm going to use this really fun grosgrain. I love this ribbon. It's a black and white stripe, real bold. Look at how bold that is. Isn't that fun? Grosgrain ribbon. And I love that because it has the look and feel of grosgrain, because it is grosgrain, but it's also wired. Okay, sorry. There we go. So it's a wired grosgrain, so it's going to really help keep its shape really well and make this look spooky cute. Okay, so I'm going to start with this, and then I'm going to come in with my candy corn ribbon. I think this is so cute. It's got a little polka dot. It's got a little stripe on this ribbon. So this makes a really cute bow. And again, all these products we have listed here in our video, they're all online on our website. So it makes it really easy for you to shop. And I'll just tell you, having good ribbon makes a difference. And not only that, having good picks. And you know for sure when you shop with us at Amber Marie and Company, we're going to have quality items. And that just makes your projects go so much smoother and easier. It really does. I always tell people that, I'm like, you know, if you've tried a craft before and you're frustrated, sometimes that's because the base of what you're using isn't the best quality. And while sometimes that's okay for a project, when you are first starting out, especially, you want to use quality products because it just makes your life easier. Okay, I'm going to add this little polka dot ribbon in here too. I don't have, obviously, a whole lot of this ribbon, so I'm just going to put in one little polka dot right in there just because I think it's cute. And those little tails are going to add a little bit too to my bow. And then I'm going to come in here, and I'm just doing that right here to even break up a little bit of this candy corn. Then I'm going to come in here with this little 1.5 inch ribbon, and I'm going to leave that tail just a little bit longer so I have some fun little tendrils to work with here. I'm going to make a real cute candy corn center of my bow. Checking those to make sure my size is right, that I'm measuring. I rarely measure, guys. Most of my loops tend to be around 6 inches or so, but I rarely measure because it's all by feel to me. But if you want to measure, 6 inch usually makes a pretty good loop, right? So there we go. There is our bow. I'm going to take my trusty old zip ties. If you've seen me in any of our other videos, you've seen that I use these zip ties a lot. Taking that zip tie and zip tie right around the center of my bow. And then I'm going to use another zip tie right around the back. And I want to make sure I get that right underneath that thumb and index finger because I want my bow to be as even as possible. All right, if I don't place that, go. Make sure I get all that right where I want it. Make that ribbon nice and tight. Snip that. I still have this piece, and that's what I'm going to use to attach this cute bow onto whatever I'm going to use to stick it into my jack-o'-lantern, okay? So this is what I do when I am making an arrangement. I always save the tail end of a pick, and I'll show you what that means. So here is the tail end, right? So if you're going to use a stem like this, which is what we're going to use today, this remaining part here, we're not going to need. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and clip this because I know for sure right here is about all I'm going to need of this because I'm going to just stick it that far into my styrofoam. So I'm just going to go ahead and clip that right now. Take my price tag off. And then this, I'm going to clip and use a small little portion of this. This is about 4 inches or so, 4 to 5 inches. Clip that little piece off. And this is what I'm going to use to attach my bow to my pumpkin, all right? So the very first thing I do after I clip it is I like to take this wire, and I'm going to bend it just at the tip here around, and I make kind of like a little circle, little candy cane, right, little shepherd's hook. Then I'm going to take that and I'm going to just squeeze that kind of closed just a little bit, and that is what I'm going to use to attach my bow to. So this and a little hot glue, and my bow has a little attachment to go right into my pumpkin. So I'm looking at my bow. I decide I want this to be the top of my bow. So that means I'm going to come around here. I'm going to put this, slide that little zip tie right there through, zip tie that into that little circle. See what I'm doing right there. Get that nice and tight. Flip that zip tie off. Boop. Okay, here we go. Now I've got my bow. I've got a nice little stick here to stick it into. So I'm going to want to take that bow and literally stick it right in the top. But don't forget, you have this little piece right here. You got to kind of try to miss that piece, right? So I'm going to get all of my little tendrils here of my bow kind of about where I want them. So that's going to make a difference when I stick this in right there. Okay. I'm going to take the end of that little stick right here, and I'm going to get a nice amount of glue on it. Try to keep my ribbon out of the glue, but get a nice amount of glue. And you want a lot of glue because this has really got to stay really, really well. Got the glue in there. I'm going to take and I'm going to attach this into my pumpkin just like that. So you see how I did that? It's just the cutest, biggest brightest bow right here on top of our pumpkin, just coming out and saying, hello. Look how cute that is. All right. Now, notice I still have a lot of styrofoam, and that is because I need that styrofoam to place other cute little objects in my little pumpkin, right? So the bow is only the beginning. All right. So the very next thing I'm going to do is I have 3 of these cute little candy corn chenille picks. These are really, really fun. They're, like I said, on our website as well. I'm going to take a couple of those. And you saw me, I already clipped this down to where I just need just a couple of inches. It's about 2.5 inches or so, right? That's all I need to stick this into my styrofoam. So I'm going to probably have one of these little guys coming right out the top here. So I'm going to take my glue pot, get a nice amount of glue. My consistency of my glue is like honey, right? And I'm going to take that and I'm just going to kind of angle it down. I'm going to move all those picks how I want them here in just a little bit. I'm not too worried about that right at this point, because the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my next little stem of those cute little chenille candy corns, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to take off my tag here, flip that little green tag off. And I'm using the orange and white little chenille picks, but we also, I think, have them in a pink that's really cute as well. So that would be fun. You know, pink and orange are great together. And what I'm going to do, since I have this one coming up my pumpkin, and I want this one to come down and out. All right. So I got to do this facing me, y'all, so I don't mess it up. I'm going to take this little stem. I'm going to clip it down to where I only have about 2.5 inches or so left on that little stem. Get a nice amount of that glue on there because I want this to stay really well. All right. I don't want any cats and dogs or small little grandkids pulling out my stems. They got to stay really good. Stick it way up in there like this, and that's going to be coming out. So you can see we've got an angle here. We go whoosh right down here on our little pumpkin, and that is the beginning. That's just the beginning of our little pumpkin with these cute little chenille candy corns. I just love this so much, and I love this big old bow. It's just all going to be just so adorable and cute. So that's how it's looking already. And you can take those little candy corns and make them stand up if you want to, or have them coming out. There's a lot of different things. It's all wired, so it's really simple and easy to use. All right, so that is kind of the base. You can see I still have all of this. Not worried about that because that's what I bought all of this little fun garland for. And I'm going to take that garland and I'm going to go ahead and start using that garland right now. So let me show you. Here's what a floral pin looks like. All right, just like this. And I'm going to take my garland and I'm going to just cut a few strands first. Maybe about, I don't know, 24 inches long or so. I'm going to clip that off. And I'm just going to start right up here, right under my bow. I'm going to take my floral pick and I'm going to dab just a small amount of glue on the end of that floral pick. You don't have to do this, but I like to do that. I'm just going to start that little guy right up here, poke that in, and I'm just going to bring, I don't know, I might use 5 or 6 floral picks. I'm just taking that little garland and I'm just kind of wrapping it in here to cover that little base that I have, right? So all my bases are going to be covered here, so you won't see my styrofoam. I'm going to come over here, just coming back over here to this original side. Put a little glue on the end of my floral pick. Okay. Same thing over here, just coming down around the base of this little guy. Put some glue on, floral pick right up in there. Okay, gonna cut off just a little bit more here. I try to just cut small amounts at a time because I never know exactly how much I'm going to need or use. So I'm going to start this right up in here. Floral pick, hold it in place with a little bit of glue. Okay, I just want you to see what this is kind of looking like. It's just kind of a little mess of garland, but that's okay. All we're doing is covering our styrofoam with this. So it's okay if it's a little bit messy. It's just covering the styrofoam. You'll never see it in the end. Okay. One last little floral pick. Come up, wrap around here. Going around to the front now, and I'm just doing the exact same thing. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just wanting to cover up any of that styrofoam I can see with the floral pick. Okay. Right in there. Right in there. Okay. So cute, isn't it? Look at that already, just with what we have in there, and we're not finished. So now you can see we've got that tinsel all the way around the back. And you know, depending on what your budget is for your little pumpkin guy, this is just fine. This would do. People will think this is the cutest thing that they have ever seen. But if you're like me and you want to add more, then let's add some more. I have one more of these little cute chenille stems, and I'm basically going to just take it, and I'm literally just tearing it all apart, okay? I'm tearing it so that each one of these little chenille candy corns is its own little stem, and I'm going to use that so I can put candy corns all around my little pumpkin here, okay? Put that off there. All right, so I'm going to start with this little guy right here. Oops. I'm going to clip this wire just a little bit because I don't need it to be real long. Clip that wire stem. And I'm literally just going to come in here and just add these little candy corns kind of coming out. I just want to add a little bit more candy corn. I mean, this is my candy corn jack-o'-lantern, so I don't want just a few candy corns. Like, I want candy corn mania on my jack-o'-lantern. So I'm going to add these little picks in, kind of coming out my bow. Like this, and I'm just adding them wherever I want them. There's not really a rhyme or reason. It's just that I want it to really look like candy corn craziness, right? If you guys are big candy corn fans, I know a lot of people like to mix candy corns and peanuts. That's a big thing around here, candy corns and peanuts, a lot of people will say. All right, so I'm just going to add a few more candy corns right up here, right up top. Straight up. Ooh. So sometimes I have to pre-make a little hole in mine. There we go. Just adding a few more candy corns, just coming right out the top there. Maybe kind of have one coming forward like it's coming out my bow. Just like this. How cute is that? Look at all those cute little candy corns just going crazy here. I'm gonna put that. I love how this is looking. All right. And so simple and easy, right? It's not taking a ton of different products. We're kind of keeping it pretty simple with the candy corns, right? And one thing you can always do, if you would like to, you can take and add a bow or add more ribbon in the back. And let me show you just real quick how I would do that. I would literally just take my ribbon. I'd cut it just right about here. So this is probably like a, oh geez, what is this? About 24 inches or so. I'm going to take that ribbon and I'm just going to make a little loop just like this. And you can literally just take that little loop and you can just stick it right back in here. And what I would do on this is I would take a zip tie and I would take my little zip tie around this little ribbon just like this, zip it around to the back. Before I zip tie that all the way, I'm slipping this little floral pick in there just like this. I'm going to trim that off just like this. I'm going to add, oops, a little glue right here, just like this. I'm just going to stick that into my little arrangement right here. And I'm just adding some loops of ribbon just to make this look really full. So it's almost like just adding more to my bow, but yet not creating a whole nother bow. I'm just adding loops of ribbon to really fill out the top. All right, so I added a loop of ribbon right there coming out. I could add another loop of ribbon right up here on the top. Let's do that just to show how you can fill in the back of your space here. Super easy. Just adding little strands of ribbon just like this. All right, so let me get another zip tie out. Or you can use wire as well. Zip ties I just find are super simple, especially when, you know, I only have one pair of hands here. So when I'm looking to add something, zip ties just make it easier to just use one hand. Okay. Flipping that. Add a little bit of glue here to my floral pick. Okay. I'm just going to come in and just add that floral pick right up here, right up top. Cut me a cute little dovetail on my ribbon. Okay. I like to dovetail all of my ribbon, which means I'm going to fold it over and cut just like that. Okay. So now I have a cute kind of little bow coming out the side, and that's going to mask a lot of the back area of our arrangement. Got one more piece of this cute little white stem. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to add it right back up in here. Okay. This is how it's looking so far. Isn't that cute? Really fun little take on our little jack-o'-lantern. So it looks basically like it just has this big giant bow up on top, right? That's just, it's like spooky cute, okay? I always think it's spooky cute. I'm going to take and dovetail all of my ribbons here. And now, again, this is completely done. I don't really need to do another thing to it. I've made it really simple for you in the instructions. A quick project that's fast and easy. Because a lot of times people are like, I just need a quick project I can do on a Sunday, right? I can't take a whole lot of time. I'm already slow at these projects, so Amber, give me a quick one. So this is a quick project for you. It's really easy to do. Candy corn always looks cute. And this will look adorable on your front steps. I'm taking and I'm curling. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I'm literally curling these long cues like this. Just wrapping them around my fingers, basically, and just adding a little curl element to our design. So it's kind of curling out our bow. I'll fluff all my bow here to make it look just cute. Look at how fabulous this is. I'm loving it. I hope you are loving it too. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I also have these cute little picks right here that I'm going to add. So this is just a really fun little, it reminds me of Beetlejuice. It's just a striped little ball. And it's chenille also. It's just black and white striped just like this. I generally take these and I curl them around kind of like I've done right here. And I'm just going to take those little balls and I'm literally just going to put a little bit of glue on the end here. And I'm just going to kind of poke it in at some different spots like it's just popping out. This is just another design element to add a different texture, a different look to our little pumpkin guy here. You can see I just put that guy just right there coming out. I'm going to take my other one. I'm going to curl it around as well, make it curly Q, sort of coming out. And this is something that you can add even to the back part of your arrangement as well. To add some design elements in the back. If your pumpkin is going to be seen from all four sides and you want to add an element like that to the back, I completely understand. Most of the time, most all of our pumpkins, it's just the front is where the main focus is because they're going to be on a step or against a wall or on an entry table or something like that. So generally speaking, besides covering up the back so it looks presentable and cute, I don't worry too much about making the back of my pumpkin look really cute. The only difference would be is maybe you're going to set this out next to your mailbox or something like that, and you're like, oh no, I need that. People are going to see it from all four sides. Then I would, take a little more care in the back. But as you can see from our video right here, the back is covered. It looks cute. That little little tinsel garland makes it look cute, and there's really not much to worry about as far as your design goes from the back. I'm going to stick this guy in here, making sure I get at least a little bit into that styrofoam. There we go. So cute. Look at that with that little black and white. It's almost just like a little black and white polka dot is how that's looking right now. I still have 2 left. So let me get this and these 2. I'm going to clip that. I'm going to have these kind of coming out the top right up here. Maybe right over here like this. Let's do that. That looks cute. I'm going to kind of come off the opposite side of where I have my other picks. Wrap that glue around that. Stick this in, secure it real good. And let's have those little guys popping up. Have you popping over. Like this. All right, look. So cute, our little pumpkin. I just love it. So, again, easy little project for you to do. The biggest thing to know is this, using that great stuff. This little guy lights up. He's going to make the cutest, or she, however you want to look at it. It's going to make the cutest little addition to your Halloween decor. It's fun. It's funky. It's something you can put indoors or out. Definitely if you put it outdoors, there's 2 things I would do. Spray it with a little bit of a Krylon clear coat, and that's going to help keep it from fading and getting too dirty. And then also, I would recommend for sure a covered patio, just to keep your bow from getting too soggy or wet or anything from rain. And then there it is. You light this little spooky guy up, and it's going to look so, so cute. Your trick-or-treaters are going to love this, and your kids and your grandkids, and they would love making this with you. You know, that's one of the things on all of our videos. We want to do something that you can make together and have a lot of fun doing that. And one last thing, to make it even more spooktacular, let me show you a fun little addition that you can do. So I've got my ribbon here. I'm going to move all this stuff out of my way. I have these cute little spiders right here. They're just a little glittery spider. And look how cute those look even coming up your little lantern on the side. So I'm going to take this little spooky spider, and I'm going to put some little glue dots on it here. Some nice little glue dots. Now I don't want to put too much glue because I don't want that glue to show. But for sure, I'm going to put some glue on the body of that little spider. Right there, just like that. I'm going to take this little spider, and I'm just going to press and hold in position right where I want it to be glued, and I want it to stay. So I want this little spider to look like it's just crawling up my little pumpkin right there. Maybe I'll put one down here as well. Let's do that. And this is the part that your kids are going to love. They're going to love the glitter of this little spider. They're going to love thinking of this little spider is crawling up the pumpkin and just making it even more spooky and creepy. Let's do that one right there. Just got to hold it just for a second to let that little hot glue have a moment to dry. Is that not so cute? And then let's get one right up here on the little forehead. And of course you can do these on all sides if you want to. You can do it just on one side, but I think this little part is what makes this little pumpkin look just different and spooky and fun, right? So there's that little spider right up there. So little glitter spiders are just crawling all over this little pumpkin, just ready to have a little spider party. And that is so fun. You can also take these little spiders and you can add them if you wanted to up in your bow. That's always a great place to add these little glitter spiders as well. But now you can see we've got the spooky, spooky spiders. There they are, crawling all over and looking so spooktacular and fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can see how easy it is to create something that's going to make a really fun, lasting impression on all of your guests at your home. Or something that you can do with your kids or grandkids. It's so fun, it's so cute, it's inexpensive, and it's an easy art project for you to do. And you can get it done in just a matter of minutes or maybe an hour. It's not a long project to do. And of course, all of these elements you can find at AmberMarieandCompany on our website, AmberMarieandCo.com. Again, I strongly would encourage you to hit that subscribe button because we're always showing new videos. And we have a lot of great videos planned for this fall and Christmas. We have 2 store locations. One is in Utica Square in Tulsa. The other is at 91st and Yale in Tulsa. And we have a wonderful website, and all of these products can be found on there. So this is ready to go on your front porch Or it's a great gift idea too. You can make a really great gift for, I don't know, your mom, your grandma, your aunt, whoever, that you might have a little gift that you need to give to someone. So I hope you enjoyed decorating with me. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Are you a candy corn fan? Do you love it? What would you like to see different or more of in our videos? And if you have any questions about how to do something or where these products are located on our website, please feel free to reach out to us for sure. And I so appreciate you guys hanging in there with me and watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and can't wait to see you again. Thank you.